lovely, I'm Amanda and this is my channel Amanda Colours. Today I am filming one of my favourite videos to watch. I love it at the end of each month when colour tubers share all their completed pages for the previous month. And so I thought I would have a go and film my pages. I will be sharing with you pages from the last couple of months because this is my first video, and then I'll be up to date, and from then on hopefully I'll be able to do monthly videos. Yeah, so hopefully that's something you're interested in, and let's get started. First up, I thought I would share with you my buddy colours. So Disney Meg's Colouring and I have started colouring Ivy in the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford together, and we're starting from the beginning and working through to the end. So we started off with the title page, and I had a lot of fun doing this. I chose a colour palette that I would like to use for the entire book. I'll insert the inspiration image. I just loved the combination of purples and peaches and bluey greens, all those sorts of colours. So that's what inspired the page. I've used mostly my Polychromos pencils. I've used some Posca metallic pens for the gold and the silver. I've used Jelly Roll white pen on the gems and in different places. And I have also used some metallic pens, but they were a cheap brand, and unfortunately the the metallic parts have actually just vanished. They evaporated or something, I'm not quite sure. So that's the title page. And then we have the nameplate and the introduction. Again, I'm using the same color palette, and the difference with this one is I tried using some chalk pastels for around the nameplate just to give a soft effect, and I've also used the Sakura Jelly Roll glaze pen on the butterfly. Hopefully you can see that there, to give a glossy effect, and also some Stardust metallic. I've also used this is a bit tricky, I've also used the glaze on the little butterflies here and here, and I've tried to keep the butterflies looking all the same, as I think that is how I'm going to colour the actual Inky Butterfly when I get to that page. And the next page that we have done are these two first pages, really where the story begins. I am reading the story as I go and letting that inform my colour decisions. But I am really, really proud of this page. I've not coloured a page in that much detail for a long time, and you know, blending the colours and things. I've said it before, but pencils are kind of new to me. I used them when I was a child, but mostly in my adult years I have been using markers. So I'm still kind of learning when it comes to pencils, but again, I've used metallic, different metallic pens, and just faded the colors out. I wanted it to look like maybe this area is lighter than the outside, maybe it's looking through a window, or maybe it's behind glass. I just wanted some difference there, and I've also faded a little bit on the outside, and I did that by coloring normally, and then I used my electric eraser to remove some of the color on the edges to give a kind of a fading effect. And then for this page, I'm really happy with how the cake turned out. I kind of imagined it as a bit of a naked cake with strawberries and icing. Yeah, and these for some reason made me think of passion fruit flowers. So I kind of used a passion fruit colour. To be honest, I don't know what colour passion fruit flowers are, but that's how I imagined them. Again, I've used some Sakura Stardust for some metallic accents, and I just realised I haven't put any gloss on this little butterfly. But they're the pages so far in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. The next one that we are attempting together is this double page spread, which I think will take quite a while, and we both seem to be procrastinating getting started on it. There's just so much detail, but we will get there. And I have so enjoyed colouring with Megan. I will insert her pictures here now so that you can see them, or you could also head over to my Instagram page and take a look there, as I have been sharing them there as well. So these are Megan's pages. So that's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. My next buddy colour is with the lovely Kay from Colouring with Kay, and it is in Rita Berman's Spring Walk, and it is this one here. I had noticed in Kay's videos that she had been wanting to colour this particular page for a few months and sort of hadn't been getting to it, and so when I reached out to her to ask if she would like to do a buddy colour, I had just received this book, so I thought it would be great for us to do together. So I have actually used my Pantone pencils. I do a brief introduction to the Pantone pencils in a previous video, which I will link in the cards. Yeah, they're okay. They're not the best pencils in the world, which is a bit surprising actually, considering it's Pantone and it's such a well-known brand. I didn't feel like they layered very well, but they are very pretty colours. And I also used some Sakura Stardust and some, I think that was Posca metallic silver, and I've also added some Sakura Jelly Roll glaze to the water sections to try and give an effect of the water being wet. Hopefully you can see that there. But yeah, I really enjoyed colouring this page. It kind of didn't turn out how I imagined in my head when I first started, but it's fine. And this is Kay's image. She did a great job. I really love the moody grey background that she's created that just remind me of rain clouds. Next up, I did a buddy colour in A Million Mermaids by Lulu Mayo with the lovely Erica from Elm Colours. Sorry, I'll put the correct tag here. And this is the spread. I am really happy with this. The colours turned out how I imagined. It just is all kind of what I wanted, which is great. I used pastels in the background again. This was only my second time using them, my first time using them on a whole page. I just wanted it to be soft and watery, and I put an extra layer of a darker blue down the bottom, and they were the Mungyo pastels that I just got off Amazon. The pencils I used were my Derwent Studio pencils that I have had since I was 8 years old and still love them, and they're still going strong. I added some Sakura white jelly roll down here. I added some Stardust to the little trumpet, and then I added some of the dragonfly glaze to the mermaid's tails to give that iridescent mermaidy colour, which I think is really pretty. It's only subtle, but that's how I wanted it to be. and I used some glossy accents, which is different to the Sakura Glaze pen, and it does kind of leave a raised, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, a raised section of gloss. So I did that on all the bubbles and the whale's eye. However, I'm not sure what it's going to be like to colour on the pages behind now that that's a little bit raised up, but I guess I'll solve that when I get. And this is Erica's page. I just think her colours are beautiful. She's done such an incredible job. It's bright, it's vibrant, it feels very watery and summery, and it is just beautiful. She's done such an amazing job. So next up, these are just pages that I have coloured, not in any buddy colour, just myself. Johanna Basford, World of Flowers. I have had this book for a very long time and coloured hardly anything in it. So I thought I would remedy that. So I have done the title page, and that is all in Derwent Studio pencils. There's no special effects or anything, this is just all pencil. And then I have also done the nameplate. That's actually the first thing that I did, again in my Derwent Studio pencils. And then there is a whip here. I've started the information page, which I should tag right now so that I don't forget that it is there and needs to be done. So they are my pages in Johanna Basford's World of Flowers. Next up, if you watched my Chris Reiniak video, you would have seen this book and the page I'm about to show you. If you want to see a full flip through of the next few books, which are Chris Reiniak books, you can do so by looking at the video in that I will add to the cards at the top. But this is the page I completed. A cute little axolotl and a little tadpole. I actually colour this on screen as a speed colour, and I have used some Stardust jelly roll on the bubbles and just a nice little wash in the background, and I used my Copic Chow markers, which is my go-to for colouring. And in that video I said that the amount of morning scribbles, that Chris has been putting on Instagram, I had a feeling some more colouring pages were on the way, and it turns out I was right. So head over to his website, as he has some new pages that I will be purchasing very soon. So that is Chris Reiniak's Morning Scribbles digital colouring book, Frogs and Friends edition. And then there are a couple of pages in his original colouring book, which I have done. I did this title page, nameplate page, and I wanted it to be really soft, so I just used all my really pastel tinted, excuse the car going past, pastel tinted Copic Chow markers for that, and then a brighter one to make this little monster stand out. I'm really happy with this page. I think it turned out really well. And then there's this little dude. He's so cute. He's like a little scout or a brownie or like a wilderness warrior sort of kid. And he's super cute. So that was also done with Chow markers, Copic Chow markers. And I just love his books. I find them quite a quick color, especially with the alcohol markers. The next book that I have been colouring in has a number of different pages, and I have been trialling different mediums in this one because I wanted to see what would give me the best outcome, because I wanted something that was quite opaque and quite flat in colour, because that's just the style that I thought would look really good. So the first and this is the Best of Le Grand Classiques Coloriage Mistress, and I have a terrible French accent, so excuse me. This is a colour by number of Disney classic characters. So I'll just take the plastic off so you can see. If you would like me to show you a little tutorial on how to protect your pages, let me know, because that would be a video I'd love to share with you. So this one was the very first one I did, and I actually did it back in April, but I used my polychromos for this, and it looks okay, but I kind of wanted to be able to get a flatter finish and sort of cover up more of the lines in the background. But so yeah, that was where I started. And then here I have done these 2 pages. This one here is with the Ohuhu water-based markers. And again, it's okay, but it's streaky. And of course the paler colors don't really cover up the background. This one here I did with my Copic markers, and I actually changed the colors to what was in the key because I don't know, some of the colors I didn't think were the best choice, so I kind of changed it up a bit. This one is a little bit better. It's still a bit patchy, which I think must be the paper, because I don't usually have patchiness issues with my Copic markers. So yeah, I think that's what's going on with that one. Then we have this one here, Quasimodo. And this one, I used some Cool Touch markers, which are water-based or alcohol-based? Alcohol-based, as you can see, they come through. The same thing happened with the Belle and Beast picture. So I kind of just chose to sacrifice the picture at the back there. Or I might try painting with acrylic paints on the back one. But yeah, again, it's streaky. It's not really matte, and it doesn't give a good coverage. So I'm really not sure what the best medium to use is. I've seen some other people get really beautiful flat results. So this was another one that I tried, and this one I used Posca pens for. It probably gives the best finish. At the time, I had a very limited color palette, so the shadow in his eye is much more purple than it really should be. And it is a little bit kind of scratchy on the page. The markers kind of scratch up the paper a bit, which was disappointing, but it really is sort of the best option for the kind of finish that I would like. And then there is this one, which I'm actually quite happy with as well. This is obviously the House from Up, and I used my Derwent Studio pencils with a colourless blending pencil. I'm quite happy with the balloons. I think they worked out really well. The sky's still a bit scratchy. But yeah, as far as pencils go, Derwent seemed to be the best in this book. So they are my pages in there. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen a bunch of pages that I've done in this book. I also showed them in a recent video, so you could skip through this if you've already seen them. But this is The Way Home, a Galactic Colouring Book by Morgan O'Brien. And I just love this book. This is a book that I am definitely working towards finishing. So this is the first page. I have used my Copic Chow markers in all of these coming pages. I've used the Sakura glaze pen on the frog and his eyes, and this little branch at the front here, and also the Sakura white, Jelly Roll white pen. And all of these I have actually coloured as part of Jojoza Hannah's Grogu in 2022 tag on Instagram. So you can go check that out for lots of other people's work as well. And there's this one, again with some glossy areas, the tongue and the eyes, some white pen for some extra little hairs and detail. and Copic markers. And the next one, this is probably my favorite. I just love little Grogu all curled up in the tail there. It's super cute. Again, some more glossy areas with a Sakura glaze pen, some stardust on the stars and white pan around. This one, I'm really quite happy with this one because I used the glaze on the window and the glass and his eyes, as well as some metallic accents around. It gave a really good finish that I'm really happy with. And oops, finally there's this one here. Again, it's not my favorite one actually because of the colors, but I have used some more glossy areas and metallic areas on this one as well. So that's The Way Home by Morgan O'Brien. And the last book that I've been colouring in is the Disney Girl Power Pixel Magic book, which I'm really loving. This is another one I would really love to finish. So let's take a look. Now with this book, I decided to change the colours and just do what I think might work best. And I have been using my Derwent Studio pencils and the Crayola Colours of the World pencils for the skin tones, and they both work really well together and they look really good in this book. So there's Princess Jasmine. Then we have beautiful Tinkerbell. This one I changed the colours a lot. You can see up here the colours are very dull, but I wanted it to be bright and happy. And the same with Miss Rapunzel. And cute little Pascal. And this was the first one that I did in the book, which made me realise, okay, the colours are quite off. Because Minnie's face is not that colour. And I didn't really like the background colour either. So yeah, after I did this one, I decided to just choose my own colours that, made sense for the picture. And Miss Tiana, which I just posted this page on my Instagram the other day, even though I completed it a little while ago. Because I just recently rewatched the movie, Princess and the Frog, which was great. And cute little Lilo. She's just so cute, look at her. Again, I changed the colours, softened it up a bit. And again, it's the Derwent Studios and Crayola Colours of the World. And you can see the colour was rubbing off on the opposite page, which is why I've put the plastic protection over the pages. And I think this is Tafiti from Moana. And this one was fun to colour with lots of green, but pops of different colour as well. Yeah, so that is it for my completed pages. In the month of August, I am really hoping to focus on my Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, The Way Home, this book, and I also have another book which I forgot to bring upstairs, which is the Kira Foodies and Cuties book, which I'm very close to finishing as well. I'd really like to get a good way towards finishing those. And I have also put a ban on myself that I'm not allowed to buy any more colouring tools, supplies, books in August, except there are 3 new releases that I know of that are coming out that I would really like to get. And yeah, I'm going to focus on working on the books that I have and finishing some of them off if I can during August, which should be fun. So yeah, what are your plans for August? Leave a comment below, letting me know what you'll be colouring during the month of August. And thanks so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you want to see more content like this, please go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can know when I'm putting out new videos. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.